Hi there and welcome to the second of these videos on your smart catalogue. And today in the second of the videos, what we're going to talk about is some tips on configuring your smart catalogue. What does configuring even mean? It basically means setting it up and personalising it to you. So here are some tips on how to be doing that. And the first thing to do is to follow the document in the Smart Catalogue folder that's in downloads in the consultant website. So if I just click on this link, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Here's our consultant website. And if I log on into this, you know that there's that famous blue bar, the ribbon across the top, and you want to go to training and support and then to downloads. And then, I don't know if yours opens up in the current month, mine always does, but if you close that folder, you'll see that underneath it is a folder called Smart Catalogue. Ta-da! And the documents that were referred to, let me just move my picture out of the way, that were referred to in the Autumn Festival are in downloads now so that we can access them easily. And the one that you want for configuration at least is this setup information. I would absolutely recommend that you look at all three of the documents, but this Smart Catalogue setup information is the one that you need. So if I just show you that one, what this document does is absolutely step by step lead you through setting up your Smart Catalogue or configuring it, as I said, complete with screenshots. So it absolutely shows you, for those of us who are not particularly techie minded, myself included, this is a really step-by-step account. And the great thing is about MY Organic is that you don't need to understand how something's done. You just need to be able to follow the instructions and ta-da, there it is. So you may even want to pause this video at this point and just go and follow the instructions in that document to get your catalogue set up. But I'm just going to go on to a few other tips that I think will be useful for you for going forward with this. So in the course of configuration and then wandering around your own smart catalogue, you'll be prompted to download your app. So when I was doing mine, it would say, would you like to download Sean Dumas' app? The answer to that question is yes. Obviously, you're not going to be prompted to download mine. You'll get that with your own name in, and then you want to save that app to somewhere that's a really obvious space so that you can refer to it really easily. These things can get lost, can't they, on computers? So if you're not clear on how to do that, get somebody. I ask my 17-year-old to find things on my computer and phone that I'm not clear on where it is, and save your own app, your own Smart Catalogue app, to somewhere where you can see it. If I just come out of my presentation and show you on the bottom of my screen, there is Sean Dumas' MYR Smart Catalogue, so I can get at it really easily. And for us to continue to use this as a tool, it's really important to be able to do that. Okay, so there's the first couple of tips. When you finish configuring, you will get a welcome email pretty quickly after your configuration is finished. And if you can't find it, then I'd really suggest you have a look in your spam. A bit later, I'll show you where you can have that resent if it doesn't arrive in your inbox. But in that welcome email are some really useful links that you're going to want to keep safe for easy access. So whether you tend to save that into a folder in your emails, or whether, like me, you like to use notes on your computer, up to you. You just need to know where you're going to find those links easily again. So again, I'll come out of my presentation, and if I just go to my notes at the bottom of my screen here, I've just started a new note that is called Smart Catalogue, and I've saved the links from my welcome email into this. So the top link is to my own catalogue. So if I want to share that in a WhatsApp, to perhaps an online party group of customers, anything, I can put my link is there. The next one is the configuration link, but actually you may well want to go back in and change some details about your Smart Catalogue. I went in there, excuse me, today to make a change to one of my social media links in that. So you can go back and make changes whenever you like. So you might just want to be able to find that easily. And then this bottom one is the tutorial. So I'll talk more about the tutorial in a minute, but that's a way of seeing the different features of the Smart Catalogue and to help you browse, which we're going to cover in more detail in the third video. Okay, so that's about saving your welcome email. And then last of all on this particular screen, if you need the welcome email sent again, as I said, you can do that from the configuration place where you set up your initial catalogue. So if I just show you that, if we go back to the consultant website and log in, instead of going to downloads this time, this is where you'll start your configuration process. This step is in that document that I showed you. Let's move out of the way again. My account, and then right at the bottom, configure my catalogue. And you'll be able to see here, it says, if you need a copy of your welcome email, click here, and that will resend that welcome email. So if you've already set it up and haven't really used it much and you can't find it, you can get another copy of it there. Okay. Okay, so a few more tips, and then I'm going to leave you to go and set up your catalogue and have a browse around it. Obviously, you're going to want to have your own app with your Smart Catalogue on it on all the devices that you use. So my main two are my laptop and my phone. Maybe that you've got an iPad that you use. So you want to be able to go through that process of viewing your catalogue and downloading the app to each one. So on my phone also, I've got the app downloaded so I can make really easy access of that, and why you would we'll deal with in later videos, but just trust me, you'll want it open on each, to be able to open it on each device. So once you've configured it and you've set it up and personalized it, make sure that you have got it on all the devices. And then from your welcome email or the link that you've saved, as I've just showed you, have a click on the tutorial to view all of the Smart Catalogue functions. You can return to this as often as you need. As I said, if you've saved that link, it's going to be really accessible. I'm just going to quickly show you what that tutorial is going to look like, because it really is really helpful for stepping you through the different features of this catalogue. So if I start the tutorial, you'll see that what happens is you get little pop-ups that will tell you what the different features are. If I just do a few of these, we're going to go through these in detail later. You can see there are lots of different features. We're just working the way through the dots there. Okay, so we'll go through all of those in detail in the next video, come out of that. But that gives you some idea of what the tutorial is going to look like. And then last but not least, just a tip, if the tutorial disappears whilst you're working through it, it's probably because you've clicked on the catalogue to kind of go back to a particular page, and sometimes the tutorial disappears. If you just refresh your screen, the tutorial will begin again. So you don't have to go all the way back to the link. You can just refresh your screen and start at the beginning again. But definitely worth setting aside some time to go through that and look at the different features. In the next video, what we will do is some practical tips on, yes, the tutorial contents, but why are those functions there, and how are we going to be able to use them as consultants with our customers. So we'll be looking at the things to explore, and just with a view of what your customer experience is going to be. So I'll see you then. Hope it's really helped you to be brave enough to go for it and get that Smart Catalogue configured.